Hello, 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 Coachpreneurs. I am so excited about this month's Done For You package. So, October's Done For You package is all about telling your story and how to attract clients and customers with your personal story. This is some powerful stuff for you to teach your clients and customers how to do. Everyone has a story to tell, but so many of us don't know how to tell it in a way that attracts our customers and clients so that they eventually buy from us. So this workshop is going to be awesome in teaching your clients how to do basically how to tell their story, right? So in like every slide presentation, you're going to get everything is going to be broken down. You can see that I've added the captions underneath the slides, so all you need to do is read them word for word. This particular Done For You presentation, I can't say the word, excuse me. PowerPoint slide deck includes a total of 25 slides, which includes an opportunity for you to introduce your programs, to do reviews. Also, I've kept it plain and simple so you guys can add your own branding, your own logo, etc. So this is the October's slide deck, which covers tell your story and how to attract clients and customers with your personal story. You also get the presenter report. I used to call it the presenter script, which is still the same because you can read this word for word if you were doing like an audio program. But I like to call it a report now because you can change this up and now it becomes like an ebook. It becomes a free lead magnet that you can give away. You can just change the title, put your own branding on it, but it's the exact same thing as what you would cover in the PowerPoint slide deck. But this gives a little bit more detail. If you want to read over this first before you actually do your slides, then this will be perfect. But this is also a great bonus to go along with your slide deck, or you can turn it into an ebook of some sort or a mini type of book as well. Now, I'm really excited about this because I know the power of journals. I know how people love to use journals. So what I've done, I've included this bonus storytelling journal. In this journal, there are 21 questions to help your clients take a deep dive into their personal story. So each one of the pages includes questions that they can ask, that they are to ask themselves with the lines that actually take their notes. Okay, so this whole journal is a total of 22 pages, guys. So you can add some more pages to this if you want to make it a little bit more meaty, but this is a great low dollar offer that you can have. This is a great bonus. I am offering this as a first Friday freebie to those who are not club members, so you can offer it as a freebie as well. If you go through the slide deck, you will see that I'm also talking about the 21 questions on to help them come up with their personal story. So this journal becomes a reinforcement to what you've already taught. So this is a great bonus. This is either additional that you can add to your workshop. This is an additional value that you can also add to increase the price point of this workshop as well. So this is a great little thing. I'm glad I added this. I hope you love it because there's multiple ways to use this. You can combine the presentation report that I just talked about. You can combine it with this journal. So the journal part is at the end. You can combine all these Word documents together to create I call it a Power PDF. So you can have one book or one workbook that covers and helps your clients tell their personal story. Also, for this month's Done For You package, you get your 4 articles along with the package like I normally do. But as you notice, I like to call this also your live streaming script. So if you are struggling with content or what to do or what to say on your weekly shows, you can use this content as well. I've also included a place where you will actually put your call to action to mention your workshop. Maybe it's your free workshop or a paid workshop. So I put everything that's in blue is where you would actually put your call to action, or where you would actually say your call to action if you was doing this on a live streaming. As an additional bonus, I'm like bonus and everything, I included the live streaming guidelines to help you sort of just keep you structured and keep you on task when you're doing your live streaming. You can also use this for podcasting as well. So the guidelines include ask them a question, make sure to tell them to leave their questions in the comments, and that you're going to address them at the end of the live stream. I give you a little info about your introduction, what you should say, and then when you should start sharing content. And then before you go into answering any questions, I talk about how to present your offer, and then I give you an optional thing to say at the end as well. So this is just a simple guideline. Read over this, print it out, put it somewhere that you can go back and reference it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to include the live streaming guidelines with every single package that comes out going for the next couple of months and into 2020 as well. So, but just in case, go ahead and save it somewhere on your desktop in a folder so you can always go back and reference it. Matter of fact, you might want to print it out so that you can have it, when you are actually starting your live streaming as well. Come back to this, to the articles or the live streaming scripts. I just thought about this and I thought I should, add this additional bonus of how you can use this. But again, you can combine all of these articles, all four of these articles, and turn them into an ebook. So what I said earlier about taking the journal, taking the scripts, the presenter report, you can combine that. You can also add these articles inside of that workbook. So now you've even added more value. But going forward, what I do like to see on sales pages, on product pages, is that if you separate the two, I know I told you to combine it, but you can separate them as well. You can have a mini ebook, you can have a workbook, you can have the transcript, you can have the journal, you can have separate documents, separate PDFs, if that makes sense, so that it seems like you're giving them more value. Not seem like, but you actually are giving them more value. Or if you decide to record each one of these articles and turn them into videos, then that is even more value or additional bonuses to that you can give out. I know I give you so many options. I know if you have questions about some of these things that I'm talking about, definitely apply for a coaching session during the monthly business meetings, and then we can take a little bit more deeper dive and talk more about all these different options of ways that you can repurpose the Done For You content, okay? And last but not least are the infographics. So like I included in last month's packet, I am including them in this package. And why? It's because I've seen so many of you using these infographics from last month. So I'm assuming they are the rage. If you don't like them, let me know. I will stop creating them. If you love them, let me know. Send me a message and say, Elise, I'm loving these new infographics, because that encourages me to continue to make these. But as you can see, I included the infographics with the image already behind it. Again, you can change it really easy. Let's get a larger view of it. You can just remove the image, like you can just delete it and not have an image at all if you want to, or you can drop your own image behind there. I also included a plain one, just plain black and white, because you can easily go and change the colors and make it your colors. You can do all of that if that's what you like, and put your logo down at the bottom. But as you can see, there's one with image behind it, or you got the one that's just plain black and white, image behind it, plain black and white, image behind it, plain black and white, etc. You guys get the point, okay? But feel free to change these and tweak them as your own. Put your logo at the bottom, or your website address to brand it, change the colors. If you don't know how to save these as JPEGs, I'm pretty sure I put the tutorial of how to save these as JPEGs inside of the resources tab. But just let me just show you real quick again. if I wanted to save this particular infographic as a PNG or JPEG, you're going to hear me say that back and forth. And just in case you forget, PNG is a higher quality image. Okay, it's just a lot clearer. So I tend to save all of my graphics as PNGs. But go to File, go to Save As. You want to make sure you decide where you want to, drop it, where you actually want to save it. I think I'm gonna save it to my PC. Okay. Name this one. So say this is graphic 1. I don't know. You can name it whatever you want to name it. But the key thing I want you to pay attention to is that you want to click on the download, this drop down menu, and look for PNG. Save it as a PNG. Click Save. This box is going to pop up, so you only want to save the first one. So you want to say save, export just this one. If you do all slides, it's going to save all the slides in this document in a zip folder, but you only want the first one, so you only want one, so you hit just this one. Okay, and I'm not going to do that, but after you do that, it will save wherever you actually wanted it to save, on your desktop or whatever. Okay, but make sure you check to know exactly where you actually saved it. I think that makes sense, right? But again, if it doesn't, make sure you put apply for a coaching session so that I can address anything that you do not understand for this month. Okay, so that is this month's October Done For You package on how to tell your stories. Again, guys, I'm really excited about this. Learning how to tell your own story is super powerful, and it's a great way to sell without sounding salesy and actually start to connect with your audience. All right, so you guys have an awesome and blessed day. I'll be talking to you later.